Hello Bard haters, and welcome to another Fine We Hate Bards Let's Play. I'm Ben. This is more Fallout 4 Survival Mode. Last time we killed a DeathClaw, took us most of the episode, and yeah, now we get to talk to Preston Garvey and actually move on with things. And he gives me 50 fusion cells and 100 bottle caps. So at least I can use that stupid, like, laser musket a little bit. So, now what? Yeah, sure. Now there's going to be a long dialogue scene with a fake psychic trying to tell me all sorts of things that are vague and unhelpful. Oh yes, she claims she gains psychic powers by doing jet. Seems like a reliable source of information you got there. Alright, so I'll tell you what's going to happen now. I'm going to move back to Sanctuary. You guys will get there when you fucking get there. I'm going to have to pick up my dog on the way back, because he got attacked by blood bugs and died. But apparently somehow survived and, like, crawled his way back to the city. And I'm probably going to end up just leaving the dog there, because if anything, he's only going to ruin my things or stuff. I thought, when they said your dog couldn't die, I thought that meant that he just... What the what? Ah. What the heck? Jeez. Alright, these are all the guys I killed last part. And none of them are in any way useful. None of these guys have anything that I could... Oh, 38 rounds, I suppose. Pipe pistol. I have knuckles already. Ground meat. Be prepared for this, by the way, because there will probably be long portions of the game where I don't talk, and rather than getting to hear anything come out of my mouth, you just get to hear the sound of silent resentment. Fusion core is low. That's the other thing that sucked about that battle taking forever, is the fusion core was almost completely fucking drained. It's fine though, it's fine. That's the other thing, it's not like I'm planning on using power armor that often. And it's not like Fallout New Vegas where I was basically walking around like coated in this shit. I mean, granted, the way it worked in Fallout New Vegas also worked very much for you, whereas this doesn't. This was more like, yeah, you're basically a walking tank now, and the other one was just like, yeah, you just got, like, you know, armor that powers itself and is very tough. So the first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to go here. Oh, I can make stuff now. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna exit out of that. We're going to transfer, because I have a minigun in my inventory. We're going to store the minigun here. We're not going to, like, disassemble it or anything. But the minigun's heavy, and I don't want it in my inventory. How do I get out of power armor? Okay. Apparently I just have to put it that way. I'm over encumbered, aren't I? What am I carrying too much of? Shit! Well, let's transfer some stuff that I don't need. Pipe auto pistol I can transfer. Transfer one pipe pistol because I only need one. Laser musket, pipe rifle. So I need a... I only need one 10 mil. That'll probably be useful to do that. Chest piece. Hey, left arm, jumpsuit, wedding ring. And then the DeathClaw meat. And the DeathClaw hand. Where's the DeathClaw shit? Okay. And what else here weighs stuff that I don't need on me? That's all weightless. Alright, so I'm down at 57, which is still a lot, but... I mean, I'm also wearing full body armor, so... There's that. Now, as far as... Ah, yes, I can make stuff here. Okay. And this is my house. So I can come in here and scrap my bed, the rug. And I can make for myself a bed. So there we go. Where is stuff for bed? Furniture. Beds, there we go. I can make one because I have steel and cloth. And given that there's 5 people here now, I need to go ahead... Well, I don't need to, but I might as well go ahead and make enough beds for everybody. Might actually run out of steel before I have enough stuff to do this. You know what? It doesn't say the beds need to be covered by anything, so... Bed. 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 You guys can all sleep right here. Okay, now for water, because I need to get some water as well. Water, we'll make a water pump. We'll make one right here, and one right here by my house. First thing I'm going to do there we are. That's better. Apparently I need some food, and I do have a little bit left, so I'm going to go ahead and eat it. I got some cram from earlier. Where is what's his fucking name? Preston Garvey. Dude who sat on his ass while I basically did all the work. He's in here, it looks like, or somewhere not far off of here. I can see the little blue thing. Ah, there it is. There he is. There he is. All right, Preston. What do you mean? You're glad I decided to come with you to my own home. Yeah. Here's another interesting thing. We've come out to look for our son, and we know we've been frozen for 200 years. So it would stand to reason we have no idea how long ago our son was actually taken. It could have been taken 100 to 150 years ago, and we never would have known what happened to him. We're assuming he's still going to even be around, let alone a baby. Sure, I'll do anything for free experience. Yep, and there's another level for Ben. They're right, you really do level up really quick in this. Like, based on what I remember, what I did in like the practice and test records, it took like I leveled up once when I like got to Concord, and then I leveled up a second time after I did some quests here. Like, it took a while to gain level 3. And now I'm already at level 5, so I'm leveling up like 3 times as fast. Anywho, more damage resistance, always good. Take less radiation, that could actually be quite normally this is almost useless to me because I don't eat or drink. But given that we're in survival mode, and survival mode is like 10 times more ridiculously stupid than it is in New Vegas, I might actually take that this time, or at least a rank of it. Instantly plus 20 maximum health, that could also be really useful. Take radiation damage. You no longer take radiation damage. Ooh! No radiation damage from swimming and can breathe underwater. I'm going to end up needing to go through water eventually. I'm also going to need this. I don't really need it right now. Oh yeah, that's right. What do energy weapons fall under? Or do they? Are energy weapons... Aha, okay. That's for sniping. So I'm going to need Perception 8 at some point for sniper. I might need a few of these, actually. Alright, yeah, I'm almost certainly going to go with, like, this, because I can't think of anything else I really need, right from the word go. I mean, Scrounger could be useful, as could... These things might actually be useful this time, and so might some of the rest of these. Bloody Mess especially. 5% damage bonus is just always good. Actually, it's 10% in New Vegas, so that's gone down. Life Giver or Aqua Boy? I'll have more chances to get Life Giver here soon. And I think this, you become undetectable while submerged. That could be useful for sneaking. It means I can basically go and submerge myself now and not take radiation. I mean, if I drink, I'll still take radiation damage, but let's go test this. I have to figure out right now, especially because this is like survival mode, and that's going to be a big thing that determines how effective I am with it. So I'm in the water right now. I'm knee deep, chest deep. Went completely submerged, didn't take any damage. Yep. Alright. So I think my current quest now involves talking to Sturgis. I tell you what, the way eating, sleeping, and drinking works in this one, it makes management of settlements all the more important. Because I don't think... I'm pretty sure... If what I've heard is correct, I'm going to test this out now. I'm going to see... You cannot fast travel to this location. Wait, can I fast travel to this location? Nope. Can I fast travel to this location? Nope. Well, I guess we'll just do this right now. We'll do the little quest for Sturges to finish this part out. Okay. We built the beds. We completed it. Now it's time to talk to Sturgis again. Taken care of. And the next thing is food, and that's going to take a little bit longer. Yep. Yep. And if we can get enough things to grow in enough areas, then we can have basically unlimited food. Start out with just one set of... Actually, oh wait, wow. Melon. Melon. Gourd. I think... Is it this? No, that's that. I think if we hold that... There we go. Okay. Food. Alright, we can do here. Come on. Gourd. 2 things of melons we can make. How are we looking on food now? We are at 60%, so we get 10% for everything we plant. If I had kept the mutafruit, we could have been at 70%, but not that would have helped us much. Now, the other thing I need to double check is, does the stuff go into my inventory when I make it go away? Like, do I have... Okay, no, if I'm in workshop mode, when I destroy stuff, it all goes to my workshop. That's what I needed to know. And the reason I needed to know that is because I'm basically going to clean up this town and make it a little bit nicer. Wait, what's this? Like something else? Another tire, there we go. What is it? Oh, that's wood. Okay. I thought that might have been more food for there for a second, but apparently not. Okay. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! 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 There we go. There's radroaches still around here for some reason. Okay. Looks like we've managed to clear away most of this stuff. Take the doorway as well. We'll take this, and then after these two things, we should be basically cleared up. Alright. So seeing as I said at the very beginning of this whole thing, that my plan was to kind of review this sort of, and the whole survival mode thing on sort of an ongoing basis. And after the last part, it seems pretty obvious what most of my thoughts are on this. I feel like I'll end up this part by just kind of going a bit more in depth in this. So, first impressions of survival mode are not great. As I mentioned last time, it wasn't making the game harder, just making it more arduous. Like pointless padding out of things. Because I ran out of ammo a lot quicker than I should have done. And once I was out of ammo, I basically had to use all my other fucking ammo just trying to kill this thing. Because I wasn't about to go into melee with a fucking DeathClaw, even in power armor. Especially on hardcore mode. And like when you can't save... I mean, save scumming is kind of a, a talentless thing to do. That was why I said, like, whenever anything bad happened to me, I wasn't going to go back and redo it. When Boone died in New Vegas, I didn't go back and fix that, because, it was a mistake, it happened, but I dealt with it. But, like, forcing that, and not allowing people, especially, because sometimes we have shit to do. Like, if something comes up, I've been having to, like, I force myself to push through this. I am, like, really late for stuff right now. And in fact, once I'm done mentioning this, I gotta get going. But yeah, it's not a point in the game's favor whenever it starts interfering with my actual life for other reasons. Like when I have to, more so because I have to record it. That's kind of the big issue. But even still, like, what's fun about not being able to save things? Like, maybe you're just sick of trying to get through a part and you just want to give it a break for a while. Maybe your eyes are starting to get a little high. Maybe it's late at night and you don't want to leave your fucking, in this case, computer, but in other cases, console on all night. That just seems like a pointlessly stupid way of doing things. The eating, drinking, and sleeping, it's a bit more of a pain now because you can't actually see your gauge, but again, the being able to build your own settlements and stuff negates that to an extent. It's still kind of hard to find a bed, much more so than it was ever in New Vegas. So that's going to be an issue, but everything else just seems like a pointless... And especially, not being able to fast travel. That doesn't make the game harder, it just makes it longer. It would be like if the Iliad... If Homer decided to pad out the Iliad by discussing the intricate ins and outs of Agamemnon, as he sort of... What was his name? Was it Agamemnon? I feel like that was a different person. Maybe it was Odysseus. Anyway, it'd be like if Homer tried to pad out the Iliad by describing the eating habits of Odysseus and going into detail about how he prepared his meals and going into detail about when he was just looking out and not doing anything, or sitting in one place just waiting for something, and padding out each of those minutes in excruciating detail. It wouldn't make the book more interesting or better. In fact, it would make it way, way worse, in fact. Because we don't need to know that. And additionally, we don't need to walk to places every single time and then walk back. Realistically you would, yes, but it's not fun. That's like saying the best part of my workday is driving to work. Or I don't know. Maybe that's just me being cynical. Maybe I'm missing some massive fun thing of the game. Maybe it's just more about having to plan and micromanage like crazy. You know what it reminds me of? Jagged Alliance. That's kind of what this reminds me. Jagged Alliance, but like in a slightly different context. Because Jagged Alliance is micromanaging as fuck. Like, you have to be careful. Like, you can't have both Germans and Russians on your team because they won't get along. You can't have, like, I don't know, Frenchmen and... I can't even remember. I don't play Jagged Alliance, but I know you have to be extremely careful about the exact makeup of your team and the weapons and equipment you allow them to use. Otherwise they won't work together, and it's a chore and it's arduous. So yeah, this doesn't seem like the best way to experience the game in full for the first time, but we shall see. I will plow through this. We will see how far I get, and whether or not it makes the game any more challenging or any more interesting, and I will kind of adjust my review from there. But for right now, I'm going to take a nap because my character's tired and I need to save it and get things done, and I will get back to you later. Thanks as always for watching, guys. I was Ben, and this was Fallout 4 Survival Mode. See you next time, everyone.